For 24 hours, I am only eating freeze-dried food. A lot of people wonder why people are so obsessed with food storage and having a food supply. I keep mine to have for emergency situations. If there's ever a time where there's like a natural disaster or pandemic when you can't get to the grocery store or the grocery stores don't have any food, I've got a closet full of food I can eat. But today we're gonna find out if the freeze-dried food is actually good. I am literally only gonna eat my freeze-dried food that I have in this cabinet. I have some others scattered around the house as well. But meals, snacks, everything has to be freeze-dried. But luckily, I've created a decent little stockpile and I've got options. So I am currently looking for something to eat for breakfast. So I'm gonna go to my meals section. I have oatmeal that I made, and these have protein powder in them also. So that would be a good breakfast option. But what I am looking for is this breakfast skillet. This one has sausage, eggs, potatoes. I can't remember everything that's in here, but this is gonna be a good option for a protein-packed breakfast that I think is gonna give me energy for the day. Let's go cook it up. I packed this meal in June 2023, so this is over a year old. My favorite way to rehydrate freeze-dried food is to just pour it into a mason jar, pull out that oxygen absorber, and all I need to do is add hot water to it. I just microwaved it, but if you're ever in a situation where you don't have power, I have gas in my house and I could warm water on my stovetop. So that's another option. So I'm just gonna stir this around. I just eyeball it to see how much water I need to reconstitute it. I feel like I kind of have a lot of water in here, but it's gonna reabsorb it and I think we'll be fine. I'm gonna put my lid on. I'm gonna let it sit for 10 minutes. About halfway through, I'm gonna come around, stir it up. This doesn't look like that much food, but it's kind of all smushed together. It should be fine. Look, here's how it looks. It does kind of like, you know, mush together. It's more like casserole style, I would say. It's good. It's like warm, soft. You know what I wish I had? Ketchup. I'm one of those weird people who likes ketchup on my scrambled eggs and potatoes and stuff, but I don't have any freeze-dried ketchup, so I can't have it. This is good though. I ate it all. I am feeling nice and full and satisfied. It was really good. Is it as good as a fresh breakfast skillet meal? No, but you're getting the same nutrients as you would from a fresh meal, which is amazing. But if I was in a situation where this was all I had to eat, I would be thrilled. This was good. Okay, so we're gonna see how hungry I get. If I need any snacks, I will bring you along with me and show you what I decide to choose. Otherwise, I will catch you back here at lunchtime. Tackled one thing off my to-do list today. My boys' room was getting out of control. And now I can see the top of their dresser. I'm thrilled about that. We even got it vacuumed. I'm in that mode of where I want to just like purge everything. I'm not purging everything, but working on a little clean out. Kids' bathroom is clean. Check. I worked up an appetite cleaning and I just made my kids' lunch and I was really tempted to eat the blueberries and cheese that I was putting on their plate, but I didn't do it. So I have an idea of what I want to eat. I am thinking I am gonna do my freeze-dried taco soup. Normally I love fresh sourdough bread to dip into soups, which I'm not allowed to have today. But what I do have is freeze-dried cheese, so I can add cheese to my soup, which will be really good. And then I have some fruit and veggie sides upstairs that I'm gonna eat with this as well, because I'm hungry. Today I'm gonna warm up my soup on the pan. So I'm just gonna dump it in here. I'm gonna warm up all of this and share some with my husband. Just adding my water to it. With soups, it's a lot more forgiving because extra water is fine because it's a soup. So I'm just gonna let it simmer for about 10 minutes or so, and then we can eat. So I've got my soup. We gotta add our cheese so we can get it melting in there. Open. There we go. I want a lot of cheese because this is my only topping that I get. And then I'm just gonna stir it up. This, you definitely want it to get like mixed in so that the moisture can reincorporate. I mean, the cheese tastes great, just crunchy like that. It actually might give it a nice little crunch on the pieces that don't rehydrate. This smells so good. So my veggies and fruit that I chose are freeze-dried snap peas and raspberries. Cheers. Let's give the soup a taste. This is delicious. So we know the soup is good. These are just like airy, melt in your mouth. Delicious. I love these. I could probably eat this entire jar. Maybe I will. It's like a healthy chip. I finished my lunch. I finished my veggies. I am feeling satisfied. We'll see how long that lasts. You know what's gonna be really funny is if I get sick from the freeze-dried food. I shouldn't because this has all been packaged and stored properly, so it should be fine. But I will have to let you know if there's any adverse reactions. Feeling great so far. I'm feeling hungry, and one thing that this whole eating only freeze-dried food is doing is preventing me from snacking on junk food. So if you need a diet plan, just stick to freeze-dried food. Okay, I almost put that down. I grabbed my berries and cream protein oatmeal. I had this on our RV trip when we went from Arizona all the way up to Alaska in our new used RV, and this was so good. So we're gonna do this. This is how it looks. In here, I'm just gonna pour some into my bowl. I feel weird in today's video because all I'm doing is eating. But that's the point, right? Okay, here's my oatmeal. Looks creamy and delicious. Oh yeah. I mean, this could be a dessert. This is good. And I did not add any sugar to it either. So that oatmeal was delicious. I think that's gonna be able to hold me over until dinner time. But it's so nice out. I needed to come out and go on a walk. Clouds are looking kind of crazy right now because we've got blue sky, dark sky, blue sky, dark sky. This is my favorite part of the walk right here because even though I'm just in my neighborhood up the street, you feel like you are in the woods. And yes, we do have black bears that frequent the neighborhood. Should I be carrying bear spray on me when I'm out walking? Yes, I should. Am I? No. And look at the leaves starting to change. Winter is gonna be here before we know it. So I'm thinking about my game plan for dinner tonight. I had planned to feed my family hamburgers for dinner. And so I did remember that I freeze-dried hamburger patties and they are in that cabinet. They're not cooked, they're raw. So I'm thinking I can rehydrate my raw burgers and then cook them with the family's hamburgers. That's assuming they stay intact and turn out fine. I have not reconstituted these burgers yet. I don't think I did. So we'll see how that goes. And then for a side dish, I need to come up with some type of veggie thing. I think I have sweet potatoes in that cabinet, which that's what I'm leaning towards. I know I have broccoli. I'm thinking maybe sweet potatoes and broccoli. That could go good with a hamburger patty, right? I'm gonna be very sad missing out on the bun and lettuce and tomato, but I think we could still make a decent meal. And you can ask my family, I have not cheated once on this freeze-dried food challenge. So don't think I'm like sneaking food behind your back, because I'm not. I'm just gonna finish my walk and then I will meet you back in the kitchen when it is time to start prepping our dinner. So I know I saw my hamburger patties right here. I'm gonna get these. And then I'm gonna get a broccoli and sweet potato cubes. So I'm first getting my hamburger patties out of the bag and I need to rehydrate them. Here it is, it's light. I think we're good. I've got 4 of them in here. I'm just gonna set these in water and hopefully they will come back to life. So my burgers were not rehydrating through the center. So what I've decided to do is just break them up, try to get as much moisture on the inside as I can, and then I'm just gonna cook saute these on the stove and then just mix them up with my sweet potatoes and broccoli that I'm gonna steam. I've got my little steamer basket here. I'm just gonna steam these in the microwave and we're gonna see if steaming this rehydrates it. Here's the sweet potatoes. I know they look weird because they're white, but these were the sweet potatoes that are more white, not like the orange yam sweet potatoes. And then the freeze dryer process lightened them up also. I'm gonna give them a little spurts of water, and I've got water here under my steamer basket, and I'm gonna microwave it for like 5 minutes and just see where we're at. Ah, that's hot. Oh my gosh, my microwave is dirty. Don't judge me. Okay, these are not steaming well. They're burning. I am on the Hot Mess Express over here. So, steaming was not working. Plan 2, plan B, plan C, D, I don't know. I'm just gonna boil them. Here's how it's looking. Now I'm just gonna add my broccoli and potatoes right to the pan. Mix this on up. So I am having my dinner with some freeze-dried apples and grape. I'm gonna be real and say this does not look that appetizing. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. I would prefer it with like sauce and stuff on it, which I'm not gonna do, to be true to my only freeze-dried food. It's actually not bad. I'm pleasantly surprised. The sweet potato is what makes it pleasant because it's kind of got a little sweetness to it and it's like soft and perfectly cooked. It's not too bad. These are still sweet and delicious. I love freeze-dried apples. And the grapes taste like candy. After I finish dinner, I have a special dessert planned, so wait till you see what's for dessert. So good news is I did not get sick from any of the freeze-dried food today. That's a win. Show them what's for dessert. Freeze-dried candy, of course. So our first treat is a caramel M&M. So good. Having another.
Me too.
We had to put it on a plate because we couldn't reach the bottom. So now we're gonna do a caramel. These puff up so big. This is 1/3 of a Werther's caramel. Melt in your mouth. And last is my personal favorite, the big hunk. Which one was your favorite?
I like the M&M.
I like the big hunk. Love you. So I hope you had fun eating freeze-dried food with me today. My biggest takeaway is everything tasted good, But I prefer the MRE already cooked meals, just add water and you could eat it. It was a little more of a struggle cooking the food. So I'm gonna be making more MRE meals because those were good, those are fun. I love those. But thanks for hanging out with me today. I will tag a couple of videos here where I made some of the meals that I ate earlier today. I hope you enjoy those and I will see you on the next video.